Something's going on in your little world. I want to know what's going on in your world right now. Something profound is happening in you, inside of you. Yeah. I knew I was getting an element of you really affirming what it is that you desire in this life right now. And I feel like you're at a point of no return where you cannot fathom going back to situations or anything that has disrupted your flow is what I'm hearing. Anything that blocks you from your own blessings or from feeling like you are the blessing, feeling like you are the gift itself. I feel like you subconsciously may have been in a paradigm where you were putting yourself in positions to feel less than, because a part of you felt like you didn't deserve more. And I'm feeling like you're breaking out of that cycle. You're breaking out of that wounded energy right now. Wow. And I feel like you've really come to the point of making it known, like, who you are, what you stand for. And I feel like you're really starting to honor the ground you walk on. You're really starting to embrace the fullness of you to the fullest capacity. You're experiencing this profound awakening right now, and I feel like you're moving through a lot of discomfort while you, like, very gracefully, I might add, like, you're transforming and you're shifting energies in a very harmoniously, like, very divine way. And I feel like you're meeting yourself over and over again in a new energy. And I feel like you're very here for it. You're really excited to have the opportunity every day to wake up and do what you love, or to be the person that you love admiring when you look in the mirror. And I think it's gotten to that point where you're no longer humbling yourself or shrinking yourself to fit this narrative inside of your mind, or the narrative that society expects us to have, telling us that we can't shine, we can't be our most authentic self. Like, there's something about you reclaiming your energy in this life, in this era specifically, is something very, very powerful for you. I feel like you're meant to be experienced by the world in some regard. I'm getting a community energy, like you are going to bear so much fruit in this life, and it's because you know what pain is, and you are somebody that rises above it every single time. I'm also getting the energy of you seeing yourself, like truly seeing yourself, acknowledging your wins, and the way you take inspired action on yourself, the way you hold yourself with such love and admiration for the journey that you're on, is speaking so highly, because I feel like you have so much integrity for self. You have so much discipline. You're rooted in love. Like, I feel like you may have so much fortunate experiences, but like a wealthy mentality. Like, you are coming to find that you are so lucky in this life. Like, you are a magnet for miracles. You are the blessing itself that this world needs more of. And I'm getting, you may feel like it's becoming easier for you to seek happiness, seek play. This Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Magician. You're also making the space in your heart for stillness. You may have been really uncomfortable with what arises when you're in stillness, and I'm hearing that you may be no longer afraid of your own shadow, afraid of your own, like, experiencing you to the fullest, the most raw, vulnerable version of you. You're no longer shutting yourself out. You're no longer hiding. And I feel like, yeah, the Six of Wands, I feel like your inner child feels really received right now too. I feel like you're expanding. You're expanding your awareness. You're coming to terms with your magic in this life, and you're ravishing in it. You're dropping into your body. Wow. I feel like you're starting to feel really safe in speaking your truth more. Or you're having this awareness through you conveying what you feel. It's almost like creating new neural pathways in your brain for you to seek truth, for you to speak truth, for you to live in that vibration of what you are, instead of searching for answers or searching outside of yourself. It's almost like you become the oracle. And I know this may be woo-woo for some of you, but I feel like there's some witch wound that you're clearing out. Okay? Feelings of needing to conform and feel like you would be shunned for speaking up, or a fear of just being perceived, or just like some sort of lack mentality you're breaking out of, is really what I'm receiving. And I feel like you're no longer masking your true self, because there's this renewal there's something being reborn within you. And it may be taking time for you, but I feel like it's so predestined, is what I'm hearing. Like your life path is really set up in a certain way for you. And you may be aware of, past life traumas that you've experienced. You may have had an awakening within the patterns that you knew you were face to face with in this life, to break out of certain paradigms. I'm just feeling like you have this closeness within yourself, within your inner child. You're no longer self-sacrificing your happiness to please others. And you're just creating from your heart. Or there is something that's going to be unlocked within you really soon, where you start to feel very creative. You have some sort of ideas that you want to manifest into reality. I feel like this may be confirmation message for you that you are the healer. And you may wonder at times, like, when am I going to be received the way I receive others? Your time is coming. And there's always time. You may be also working through a fear of not having enough time in this life to achieve the things you want to achieve. But you are, and you do have enough time, and you do have all the resources that you need. You may be connecting to nature more, or nature has been a theme for you, where you kind of return to the roots, right? You ground yourself and you just completely surrender control. And I feel like that's where you may be receiving a lot of your insights, a lot of clarity. You're really being transformed. I feel like this collective is an indigo, stems from like starseed lineage. Like this is not just for shits and giggles. Like like your life path is really epic. It really is. And I feel like you may be the lone wolf. You may feel like you're very different from other people, and you feel like you may have felt like you've been out of place for so long, but you're actually right where you're supposed to be. You know, heaven sent you right where you're meant to be right now on this path. So I feel like you're gonna complete the mission here. You're gonna own the ground you walk on, and you're gonna make it a space of healing and fill up your life and speak life into you, and just completely be in a space of receiving within your heart. I'm wishing you so much peace and healing. If you've received this message all the way through, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye guys.